Eubank is just waiting. Oh, what about that? Oh, that is...
Crashing into the stuffy world of boxing.
Bang! Knockout! All over.
Chris Eubank embodied both the meticulous gentleman and a primal predator in the ring.
Oh, right hand!
With a raw natural power complemented by a velvet tongue.
Let's have some parliamentary procedure here, all right?
Oh, God.
He defended his championship title 17 times, staying invincible for an entire decade.
Light middleweight, fighting quite heavy, hitting super middleweight.
Today we'll admire the chivalrous manners and pugilistic aesthetics of a true master of the squared circle.
I thought he would have that on the WBO. I'm surprised with that.
Christopher Eubanks was born in England to Jamaican parents in 1966. The youngest of 3 children, he grew up on the outskirts of London, where he quickly fell into the street life, engaging in petty theft. At 15, the teen troublemaker was expelled from school, so his father decided to send him to his mother in New York. In the unfamiliar Bronx, Eubanks followed his older brother's example, joining a gym and soon realizing why A-grade students stay away from boxing. It's too easy to get the F beat out of you. Around this time, he dropped the S from his surname, probably due to his lisp.
That's what boxing teaches.
And in 1985, he jumped into the professional ring, immediately showing the makings of a knockout artist.
Oh, man, look at that left hand on the chin.
In his early fights, the agile Brit indulged in the enchanting routine of jab dueling,
Just bursting with confidence. And we are pronouncing it right.
gradually adding accentuated right hands.
Oh,
He also alertly intercepted attacks, methodically assembling combinations from different angles.
speed this up now. Jacobs will fly in there any second. There it is. It's all over. It had to...
In '88, Chris returned to the UK with a stunning cross.
At the end of this, the first of a scheduled 6 3-minute rounds.
This long-range missile would turn into a nightmare for the 160-pound middleweight roster.
Good right hand from Eubank.
Over the next year, Eubank had 9 bouts, in each case phlegmatically alternating levels,
Both on the left eye.
and avoiding damage with feline grace.
Well, we saw.
He systematically exposed defensive cracks.
Right hand.
A drilling uppercut proved quite helpful.
Imagine that Chris Eubank is the sort of fighter who could really now, he's got his man on the hook. Is he going to let him off? The American goes down. Roy Francis has seen enough.
Opponents fell into the abyss one after another.
It's only a matter of looking so apprehensive. Oh!
However, the young fighter's unbridled ego wasn't to everyone's taste.
You, the media, it seems, always say I'm arrogant and overconfident. I am assertive. I'm not overconfident and I'm not arrogant.
With the new nickname, Simply the Best, Chris demonstratively poured fuel on the fire, toying with both his adversary and the audience.
And Eubank
Yet the result remained the same.
clearly stung by those rights. He's got him with the right hand and he's down. Bang.
By early 1990, Eubank had already secured his 20th victory without a single mishap.
Picked off at will here by this master.
Yes, it reminds me a bit of Apollo Creed in the Rocky film. Now there's Conan, he's on his way out now. He's been badly hurt. Right uppercut, left hook, yeah.
But his manners increasingly irritated the local conservative crowd.
They don't seem to like you. I wonder why.
It's always the way. They'll see me again fighting for a world title, because they will like me.
Half a year later, a ticket to the big league was at stake. After closely listening to the referee, Eubank greeted the guest, who didn't reciprocate and received a dose of proper etiquette. Folding the Brazilian with a stupendous blow in 10 seconds.
Big shot.
The Brit posed against the backdrop of his art piece, inspiring 16-year-old Nassim Hamed to seal his fate and address the champion.
You are mine, you belong to me. I am the man.
Of course, we're talking about Nigel Benn there.
The bold challenge reached its addressee. The WBO monarch Nigel Benn weaved under punches to load up his signature hooks.
In British boxing at the moment, Nigel Benn in the
delivering them with metronomic regularity. With a pair of concrete blocks in his gloves,
Sponsored tonight by Croxley Script. And that is...
he often didn't allow opponents to see the second round. Moreover, unlike Eubank, Nigel was England's favorite son, so the promoters seized the marketing opportunity, good guy versus bad guy. Yet Chris, thanks to his talent for public speaking, made Ben antsy.
He's the real hype. I come up the hard way. I didn't have Frank
proved
Warren.
myself, boy.
You had your time. Let's have some parliamentary procedure here, right?
Oh, God.
I have to say, there seems an element of genuine hate between these two, Ambrose.
For sure.
I don't hate the man. I just want his WBO title. Hate destroys the game and makes it look brutal and...
All right, gentlemen, you both signed the contract.
I personally do hate him.
So is there any point in me asking you to shake hands after signing the contract?
No.
So therefore, what you have here is a competent intellectual boxer against the shallow-minded puncher.
He's such an unusual man.
The champion immediately tested the challenger's chin,
Stand-up sluggers that he nailed.
earning ovations with each connection.
For 12. Oh,
that was a short edge.
But Eubank didn't crumble under the pressure.
Going to try to evade the punches rather than block them, and that could be dangerous. There's nothing wrong with his temperament. He looks very calm as they come into the ring.
And by the end of the second round, he'd established his counter game.
The A championships. Oh, a good shot that was.
Punchy of edge. He's not going to be able to strut. He's going to have to try and hurt Ben. He's done it.
He's done Ben by the look.
A left hook buckled Ben's knees, forcing him to unusually seek safety behind a high guard.
Ben's so dangerous.
Watson, but it didn't work.
Ben's legs are shaking.
Oh, and good.
In the third, Nigel got his payback.
In Atlantic City.
So Eubank is still backing off Reg, and you would think after the success he would come.
But even this didn't help silence the annoying adversary,
The first minute gone then, is he?
which additionally heated the atmosphere in the ring.
Oh, he rocked there as well. End of the third.
Nevertheless, Eubank maintained his presence of mind even amidst chaos, technically punishing the champion's misses.
Draw.
Yeah, it has. A lovely shot.
Backing up to the ropes,
Ben up. You should never allow Nigel Ben to come forward.
Ben exploded with an uppercut,
The business, well, he's mixing it and a world kick.
touched up the liver,
Eubank, just as it landed.
and flipped the tables again.
For Eubank, he started to stretch, and his defences are cut.
By the midpoint, the movement minimalist Chris had made adjustments,
Too often, he's made Ben miss and then he's grabbed.
controlling distance. He feinted to draw out Nigel's blitzes
He's trying to draw a lead. There he goes, draws the lead.
and instantly parried them.
The boxer Gunfield is knocked out.
So he's trying to. Oh, two good shots now.
Then Ben urgently encroached on family values,
Made up his mind. Eubank has got it. Oh! No, I think he might make.
and began mixing fair body shots
Now that was a good body punch, didn't it?
with borderline low blows before switching upstairs.
Another low blow, and it's going to make a meal of that. But they're calling Ben on, saying take no notice.
His tactic fully paid off.
He said his job because Ben.
After no block. Oh, right.
Worried about preserving his lineage, Eubank got hit on the back of the head with a sneaky overhand.
Well, there's no point in him shouting at him.
But the Jamaican gentleman attributed the knockdown to a gust of wind
It's a bit of blood pressure. What's a
and, not without trouble, reached the pit stop.
Eubank is showing that was a rubber.
Again, had a couple of good rounds. So it's really pretty even at this point.
He opened the ninth round with a masterful check hook,
He missed it and he ducked her way down.
threw a spear cross,
Earlier. He's going to have to strike himself.
and, outboxing the champion, detonated a couple of patented dynamite sticks.
I think he was falling for that.
The wilted Ben could no longer resist.
Him up with the left hand and then shot the right hand over and it connected.
The eyes watch Reg. This will be the finish of the belt.
And it's all over in the ninth round.
Throughout the entire exhausting battle, Eubank didn't forget about the virtuoso side of pugilism.
Coming, but we'll see what he says. But a tremendous finish. Well done, Eubank.
With gold around his waist, he first addressed his beloved.
Karen, can we get married now? Can we get married?
Listen, this is a new side.
Marry me, Karen.
And paid respects to his rival.
He's an unbelievable puncher. I said I wouldn't embrace him or anything, but you see, he's won my respect. I need to go to a hospital. I'm in too much pain to talk, really.
championship status sparked keen interest in the extravagant persona of 24-year-old Eubank. The boxer dressed like a 19th century aristocrat, attended social events, and spoke with an upper-class accent and with a charming lisp.
I mean, people say to me, what would you say to a young child? You know, would you like to be a role model? I say simply this, right? I'm not going to encourage no child out there to become a fighter. That's something I wouldn't do because this game is too hard. Go to school and endeavor to stay there.
Such a jarring paradox ruffled the feathers of the British audience. In the ring, a prideful beast. In life, a gracious gentleman.
I can't imagine Chris ever having fun doing anything.
You do have fun doing some things, don't you, Chris?
I certainly do. I'd have fun having a private conversation with that particular lady.
Connoisseur of classics and refined conversationalist.
You are intelligent. The trouble is that you think you're a genius. Now, do you think that's a cruel observation?
It's not cruel at all. I did not say I was a genius. You assumed that I thought that, so then there must be some truth in it.
Nevertheless, the media refused to believe in the sincerity of such contrast, regularly accusing Eubank of posturing. Eubank himself had a clear explanation for the duality of his nature.
There is a performer and there is a man, and the two are not the same. When I go into the ring to perform, I behave differently. I can't help it. He's arrogant and he's bold, he's lion-hearted, but the man is a normal man.
I have said yes.
Meanwhile, having heard the coveted yes from Karen, and celebrating an addition to the family, Chris returned to defend his title against the equally versatile Gary Stretch, with a record of 22-1. The lanky southpaw shone in the ring.
He has kept his together and he's won.
Moonlighted as a model, and later appeared in a dozen Hollywood films, and even managed to throw down with Alexander the Great.
Did you conquer Asia by yourself, Alexander? Or is his blood no longer good enough? Zeus? Ammon, is it?
You insult me, Clytus! You mock my family, be careful!
In April '91, Stretch didn't drag it out.
So Eubank still not comfortable coming forward, Rod.
A minute gone in the fourth round then.
Holding his own against the champ.
See, Stretch is just coming. This is the right way to box Eubank because he is not
faking entries
to find any rhythm in the first round, and I think that's what he must continue to do. He must.
Eubank worked the body for several rounds.
Yeah, that punch was well low from.
Increasingly switching upstairs.
Actually, good box jab.
Oh, Jim, I said it to you before.
Thing to do, and it's cost him dearly. Yeah, that's a shot. That's really shaking Stretch. That's the punch. Stretch wants to get his hands up, and he wants to touch down. That's what he wants to do. Take it.
Setting it up with feints, Eubank fired a 1-2.
Boxing with his chin now all the way through the contest.
And didn't let the challenger off the hook.
Now that shot really shook him up.
Among 10,000 spectators, none watched more intently than Michael Watson, known by the catchy nickname, The Force.
The quick punching is coming.
Watson didn't nap on defense.
Still badly shaken. Look at his eyes. He's hit him with the elbow.
Oh, right hand again, and he's gone.
Handed Nigel Benn his first loss.
Oh, he's gone.
And finished 24 guys in style.
Beautiful right.
Watson, beautiful right.
Oh, he's just standing there in the corner, Eubank.
In a duel of two crafty counterpunchers, predictably, neither was turning the other cheek.
He gets his own chin out of harm's way. He is very good at what he does. As Watson steps in,
Good chanting of the crowd.
Eubank searched for cracks in the armor, changing levels. And was edging rounds with combination volume.
Ability and punching ability hasn't really shown in the past. Now he's got to cover up now, Watson. Miami and Puerto Rico. And the referee, of course, doesn't vote for New Jersey.
Just with a couple of...
However, Watson adjusted to the champion's ragged tempo closer to mid-fight.
Body, obviously. Oh, that's the best one.
So the chess match quickly descended into a wild scrap.
See, Eubank never sustained.
It's never over until the final bell, and the punch is always in there with a chance.
He's lost all control, all composure, real under pressure here.
What a turn when Michael Watson trains there at Highbury, and in
Soccer's feet, they must be saying the boy's done well. But so far...
In the end game, it was the challenger dictating the terms.
It looks like it's going to be a victory for the skill and the power to do it. And there it is.
The judges saw it as a narrow victory for Eubank, while Watson had a different opinion. The rematch went down just 3 months later, this time a weight class up at 168 pounds for the vacant WBO belt.
Oh, but I won the last fight, I know that. Getting Chris Eubank out of the system, beating Chris Eubank is my first priority.
A lot of very shrewd boxing judges were absolutely convinced you'd seen a miscarriage of justice.
The accusations noticeably irritated the previously imperturbable champion.
To be involved in this fight?
Idiot, that's what you are.
Thank you.
No, I'm done with this press conference, man.
Thank you.
Right. Let me go because I'm just going to get off and wet the gear.
No.
Part 2 packed Tottenham Hotspur's football stadium and glued a quarter of Great Britain's population to their screens. This time, Watson crashed into firing range from the outset, forcing exchanges in close.
Oh, this is a good start, Jim. There's some good stuff. Just score yourselves as you go along there. 10 points per round and proportionate to the...
Well, lead off, but both Mike McCallum and Eubank have been the opposite kind of fighter.
Though Eubank tried to find space,
Boxing and already the chance of Watson.
discouraging the pressure with combinations. By the fourth round, he had no choice but to accept his suboptimal fight pattern.
Watson's just not getting to him in this round, they say.
And while Mike was instinctively evading counters,
still a very good...
Yeah, well, Watson's in trouble in the front.
And becoming more assertive with each minute.
Maybe that's what Watson's banking on. Just keeping a pace like this, knowing that
Eubank's as good at that, knowing how to take a breather every so often.
Chris was accumulating attritional damage.
First minute or so to get up close, he's got...
Plus the stubborn challenger paid special attention to the torso.
A couple of good body shots. How he copes with this. Does he go on his bike or does he throw back some punches?
It's a fight I couldn't win.
This fight is everything.
I've been beaten by this particular fellow, Michael Watson, for 8 of 11 rounds.
Oh, what a good long right hand there.
He beat me from pillar to post, battered me.
Rolling on the ropes and allowing him to punch and have to be parted.
Climbing in top here, Red. Here, when Eubank misses, look where he goes.
Yes, he really flounders.
In the 11th round, desperate Eubank went all in.
Gladiatorial, this, isn't it?
That was a good shot from Eubank, actually shaking his head. Watson wants to tighten up. This is the first time Watson wants to think of his defence.
Exerted all his energy.
Tightening up here, Red.
Nearly hit the referee accidentally with that one.
And slowed down.
Eubank, he's produced his best one. And then he's on the receiving end again and in trouble!
There it is.
I was momentarily concussed and went down.
He's got plenty of guts, Eubank.
In a fight I couldn't win, why did I get up?
The first clean knockdown he's had in his career.
I got up because it was the right thing to do.
But what action in that round? Oh, Watson just a little bit
first clean knockdown he's had in his career.
That's integrity, that's truth. And that inspires people, and that honors your father's name.
Now, is he going to give him a mandatory 8 count? I thought he would have that up the WBO. I'm surprised at that.
Eubank had to survive 33 minutes in a scorching hot ring and hit the deck in order to land his first accurate punch of the night.
Eubank threw everything into the one shot, bang right up through the middle. That was a beautiful shot.
The timely round break
Take the 8 count.
wasn't enough for Watson to recover from the fatal uppercut.
He's forcing them to shake hands, but he looks rocky on them. There's 3 minutes to go. Can he hang on now? What a cliffhanger. He's going to dive in, and he snuffed him in the last round. Eubank has
A shocking ending and an even more dramatic epilogue to the confrontation. After the stoppage, Michael lost consciousness and was belatedly taken to the hospital. He fell into a coma and underwent 6 intracranial operations. Michael woke up 40 days later and spent over a year in intensive care. The doctors believed he'd never be able to speak or walk. To help Watson with treatment, Chris donated money and joined a charity campaign for which he held an exhibition fight.
How relaxed this night, working with someone as good as Chris Eubank.
Meanwhile, Eubank still maintained an insane schedule by modern standards, having 5 to 6 title defenses per year.
Oh, right out of the blue.
The raw power in his fist was enough for everyone.
As you say, Jim, bingo, right on the point of the...
Every ring appearance by the eccentric gentleman invariably sparked excitement. The pompous Eubank fed his aura by graciously chipping away at the opponent's kisser.
Eubank, that we saw against Sugarboy Malinga. Good
right hand. Certainly more vicious.
With half-step feints and straight punches to the gut, he conditioned John Jarvis to worry about the body.
Good right hand.
Opening him up for a nuke.
Eubank is just waiting. Oh, what about that?
Bang! Knockout, all over.
Amazed by the Brit's chivalrous manners, the challenger dropped his jaw and suffered a terrifying knockout.
Eubank is just waiting. Oh, what about that?
Making Chris contemplate the ugly side of boxing.
Well, Michael Watson is still very seriously ill.
Do you blame yourself at all?
Do I blame myself? Yeah, I blame myself because it was me who delivered the punch. Just because the system legalized this business, or this sport as you would call it, doesn't mean I'm not to blame. I'm the one who took part. I understood what I could do. It happened.
From this moment on, Eubank's fight ended exclusively by decision.
Eubank's swan song as the WBO super middle champion.
Chris kept his pop.
Eubank's giving him plenty of rest. Oh, he's made up for it there, though. He's got him at the end of this.
The uppercut was still on point.
He's got lovely right hand point. That was a one.
But he was now going the full distance.
Full marks to Eubank.
After each performance, the champion traditionally addressed his wife.
Karen, love you bad, coming home.
And expressed words of support to Michael Watson.
Michael, you are the original bad boy, and I pay all my respects to the highest, to you.
In October '93, old pal Nigel Benn earned a second chance. Since their last meeting, the Dark Destroyer had put together 10 wins.
That was a beautiful shot, right?
Taken the prestigious WBC title and managed to defend it 3 times.
Now we can do business. Now we can do business. You hear me? Yeah, now we can do business. Are we going to get this fight on? Nigel is accepted. I accept. I mean, let's do it.
Manchester United Stadium, Old Trafford, hosted the rematch. Though tension between the two still persisted.
Do the two of you feel comfortable sitting this close to each other?
I think you should redirect your question to the right honourable gentleman.
I feel comfortable, but I don't like the guy. I feel comfortable.
The atmosphere was noticeably more casual than before.
I'm petrified. Nigel is a very hard puncher. He's a very good fighter. This man he's no joke. This man can fight.
Some money for you.
That was a good move.
Overdosing on sweet talk and nearly catching diabetes, Nigel adopted Eubank's iconic stance in front of 45,000 fans and rushed forward with swagger. Chris also wasn't about to ballet his way backwards,
Not as though he was coming to do
stinging on the outside.
himself properly.
Bright start.
See him maybe knock down a peg or two. But a good right hand lead from Eubank.
In the second round, the champions spoiled each other's wives' mood.
Yep, Ben's been caught low as well now there.
Chris proved he had not only a steel heart,
Yes, another low punch there.
but also a cast iron jaw.
And his movements are sharp. But Ben's
Good right hand punch there, Jim. Right above us here. He's hurt Eubank.
Absorbing Ben's notorious hooks,
well, that was a nice shot.
Eubank answered with his own.
living up now to his expectations, don't you think?
And began punishing the aggressor for wild lunges. In the 6th, he found the right rhythm.
Well, Eubank knows he's the stronger of the two.
Some good punches there, Jim.
Plus, Ben had a point deduction for a repeat violation.
South of the border.
Getting carried away, Chris nearly joined the K1 knockout highlight reel.
This is the heel behind the heel there. That really is an unusual shot, isn't it?
But already in the 7th stretch, the pendulum swung the other way.
Put some step up. Good right hand again from Ben.
Jimmy absorbed himself.
Moreover, as fatigue grew, the distance shortened.
That little bit off. See it?
Referee managing to keep out of the picture as much as possible.
Inside, he's been throwing little clips around the ears.
Which resulted in a series of phone booth exchanges.
Missing again. Ben, and when he misses...
Sort of caused by the Daily Mirror and the newspapers this fight.
Nigel built his entire career on igniting chaos in the ring.
He must have plenty left. Just keep that.
This was short-lived.
Good left hook from Ben. I mean, a little bit...
And he wasn't off the mark this time either.
Oh, this great.
Oh, good left hook. That's a beauty. See, he's dipped low. He's just looking for the shot. Bang, right on the chin. Look at them.
Again, at a critical moment, the uppercut rescued Eubank.
Chin. See, he's not managing to keep below them.
In the championship rounds, the aristocrat grabbed the slippery initiative.
But Eubank must realise, surely his corner have told him he has it all to do in the last couple of rounds. You don't want Eubank coming at you.
And the 90s gladiators shook the arena to the delight of the roaring crowd until the final bell.
Still tight chance here in the stadium, but here we go, here we go.
Eubank slipping on the canvas there. Left hook.
I'm wondering how you at home have got it.
Right again. He's going to have to spring into life here.
Oh no, he's at that shouting away. There it is. And now we've got
the 12-round marathon of adrenaline fever ended without a winner. The judge's coin landed on its edge, and the epic brawl was declared a draw. Allowing both to keep their championship belts. Don King himself showed up at the stadium. According to the contract, boxing's godfather was supposed to acquire both the winner and loser. But since the fight resulted in a draw, Eubank's current promoter noticed a loophole in the agreements and kept Chris under his wing.
Now that is bad.
Always in the spotlight, Eubank was recognized as England's most stylish man 3 times. His manners reached a new level.
Hey. Hello, how are you?
All right.
Yeah, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Take care. Bye-bye.
Who's that?
I have no idea. Anyway, now.
And his speeches flowed like a river.
You may fool the whole world down the pathway of years and get pats on your back as you pass, but your final reward will be heartaches and tears if you've cheated the person in the glass.
In '94, Chris defended his title 6 times and had no issue fighting challengers in their backyards. The courteous cavalier delivered in the entertainment aspect.
the old touch of the ego, isn't it, again there?
And remained an unsolvable puzzle for middleweights.
I'm not sure it's a good thing for Eubank to do.
So I'd have to give it to him. Eubank seems quite happy, but I would better be careful he doesn't give this all away by a real margin. But this is better.
Already at 28, Eubank had achieved a 41-0 record with 17 defenses.
Trouble here, and he's waving the referee in Eubank.
However, since that very knockout,
Eubank is just waiting.
only one of his 12 fights ended by stoppage.
Oh, right hand!
But even then, after a knockdown, the champion allowed his opponent to recover.
Maybe a mark of his confidence that he can hurt.
And waited for the referee to intervene.
Now, as if Eubank might be on course here for an inside schedule win. I think the gun shield of stories come out there to do that officially. And Dave Paris has now...
Despite his relatively young age, Chris had accumulated 325 rounds, or 16 hours of total fight time.
Beloved Harley-Davidson motorcycles.
In 1995, the wear and tear showed itself against Steve Collins. The Irishman, aptly nicknamed the Celtic Warrior, was throwing heavy leather.
Exchange. Collins gets through again, he's fast.
In round 8, he even sat the champion down. Eubank, who had lost balance from a body shot,
certainly landed with a body punch,
perked up after the knockdown and begged to differ.
This is 15 to win to the right hand's got Collins. The right hand's got Collins.
And there it is again, right on the button.
Chris played his trump card.
Big right hand, right on the button, and he went down pretty heavily.
And just needed to build on that success.
It is. Good right uppercut there.
But he chose to retreat.
For Eubank, but has he really cashed in on that initiative? I was kind of expecting a Eubank barrage really for the rest of the round. That has not happened. That was a slip.
His trainer disapproved, and the fighters went the whole distance.
Oh, for a minute. Never flatter. For the last couple of rounds, they both hold.
Eubank confirmed that a soft heart can dull even a sword's blade, and lost for the first time in his 10-year-long professional career by close decision. It's worth noting in the second round, an obvious knockdown wasn't counted for him.
Oh, right hand, and Collins.
But many were more concerned with why Chris didn't pull the trigger.
When I knocked him down, I didn't go after him. And the reason I didn't go after him because I didn't want to kill him. But after the fact, I should have killed him. Or let me use different words. His life is not more important than my career. But that's not just me speaking. That is boxers in general speaking. That's the way it is.
Eubank's next two opponents didn't even make it out of the first round.
Light middleweight fighting a quite heavy-hitting super middleweight. It's over before it.
In 97, Chris grabbed the opportunity to return to the top. On 11 days' notice, he agreed to test rising star Joe Calzaghe.
That's for the camera. Is it my turn now? You're right.
Really getting knocked out.
Oh, well, I mean, listen, we'll see what happens, yeah?
In a 12-round clash of generations full of knockdowns.
He's had fast knockout, Eubank. Oh! The left hook on the deck. He's got up, is it?
Tarantino-esque dialogues. And wild exchanges.
But we're just wondering now whether they're being out the ring. Oh! Lights look like they were dipping there. We don't want the lights put out accidentally. Oh, what a good scrap there, Eubank. And he's got to fight his way out of trouble there. And a good rally too by Calzaghe. Wants to finish looking the part.
Eubank passed the torch of Britain's best boxer to the young Welshman.
Champion of the world.
Calzaghe would later collect all the belts and ride into the sunset with a 46-0 record, but would always call this night the hardest in his sporting journey.
But it was wonderful to watch, Chris. But is it the end now?
Well,
In retirement, Eubank didn't lose his magnetic charisma. As a national star, he appeared on talk shows, filmed commercials,
I'd recognize it anywhere.
Splendid.
made cameos in movies,
That according to the theory of aerodynamics, and as may well be demonstrated by means of a wind tunnel, the bumblebee shouldn't be able to fly.
and inadvertently generated memes.
I want to dance. Let me show you how. It took years to learn how to do that.
Additionally, the boxer engaged in children's charity, built 69 nice apartments for the homeless, and spoke against the Iraq War. For this, he bought a 7-ton truck, which he circled around Parliament with anti-war slogans. However, public life negatively affected family relations. In 2005, Karen filed for divorce, reproaching her husband for constant media scandals, legal problems, and excessive wastefulness. Eubank sometimes simply gave money to the needy and declared bankruptcy. Over time, Chris got his finances under control. He designed suits, published an autobiography, and even tried himself as a law enforcer.
I've never seen a cop with a tie before.
Yes.
In 2018, the Englishman went to Opelousas, one of America's most crime-ridden cities, where he served several years as a marshal in the police department. Eubank's children followed in their father's footsteps, inheriting his punch.
Being forced backwards and a thunderous.
Chris Jr. won a world title and even had a 2-fight series with Nigel Benn's son, Conor Benn. The rarest event in boxing when children repeated their parents' fate at the highest level.
Chris, how do you look back on your own career?
I did my losing. And I did my winning.
Any regrets?
Michael Watson.
Decades after that tragic night, Eubank met Michael Watson.
Come in. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
God bless. Peace and love, bro.
Over years of rehabilitation, against doctors' predictions, Michael relearned to speak and walk.
Him having to go through what he's gone through and to still be here and to... I can't tell you how sorry. I can't tell you that. That's the only thing I regret in my career, and really, it's...
Move on, Chris. It's all right. It's okay, bro. Let's move on in life. Peace and love. Let's move on. We are born warriors. We are real. God bless you, Chris. One love. God bless.
Chris Eubank forged a path from street hooligan to aristocrat of boxing.
Bang! Knockout. All over.
A true gentleman, an iconic showman, and a fighter to the bone. He lived lavishly and spoke ornately, never bending under the weight of public pressure. When youth and health were on my side, when rolling with a fearless crew, I earned those scars with foolish pride, but now they keep me warm inside. If you liked the video, jab the like button, subscribe to the channel, and vote for sport.
How would you like to be remembered?
I'm so glad you asked me that question. In a fight I couldn't win.
He's got plenty of guts, Eubank. He's standing there taking the best. Oh, he's got it down now.
I got up.